Hello everyone. I hope you will be fit and fine at home and safe. And today I am going to start revision of Python function. Here we'll discuss about the all functions which we have previously discussed in a previous topic. So here first, what is function? That you know, function is a group of statement that is executed when it is called, from some point of program. So see here, Python functions always store with the .py. Previously also I have discussed about the previous whatever you have done program that is not a functions start with the def keyword, or inbuilt functions are there, user defined functions are there, modules are there, and recursion functions is also there. So function is a group of statement that execute when it is called from a point of the program or reusability of program also. So it's a divide and conquer approach. Function is a divide and conquer approach. Here we'll discuss about the built-in user defined functions, built-in functions, recursion functions. Main focus we have a user defined built-in function and recursion modules also there. We'll discuss about that also. So first, user defined functions. What is user defined function? You have to programmer have to define it. So here see the small example I have given here, make you clear. Def. What is def? Def is a keyword that you know. With the def you can define a function. Def, it is a keyword. See here, add is a function name. This is a user defined name. Here you can write any function name, any name that's beginning with the alphabet, and you can separate with the underscore. No operators can be used. Just like a variable, you can write a function name here. And third part, this is the argument list inside a function, which you are defining a function inside of this, which arguments you are using. This is the argument inside here. Colon. What is the use of colon? It and the function definition. This is a function definition. It is called function definition. And print f argument are x and y. This is and return both are a part of the body of the functions and also function code. And after, when you define a function, if it is numeric type, you must return is a keyword also with the def. Return, you must return a value which you are using here, which is an argument. You must return it. Return x plus y. So whatever x and y value, it will be added with the returning. So these all parts are very important, and you can define your own functions here. So user defined functions, by using user defined function you can break down your vast program in a smaller module, so that you can rectify a particular part also. So now I'll discuss about the recursion and recursive functions here. What is recursive function? See, a recursive function is a function that call itself, अपने आप. So until a base condition is true, until a base condition is, which condition you have given over there, till that condition true, it works, and execution stop while false. If it is false, that will be stopped. And recursion is a method of solving a problem where the solution depends on the solution. Solution depend on a solution here. Recursion means solution depends on a solution to smaller instance of the same problem, as opposed to the iteration. It is opposed to the iteration. Most computer programming language support recursion by allowing function to call itself from within its own code. So here Python also accept function recursion, which means define function can call itself. Whatever you are defining a function which call itself, a recursion is a common mathematical and programming concept. It is a concept. It means that a function calls itself. That a function call itself. This has the benefit of meaning that you can loop through the data to reach a result. So here question arises, what is recursion? Just I have tried to make a small answer or example here. Recursion is a technique of finding a solution to larger problem in a smaller problem. Larger problem, big program in a smaller individual subparts. A recursive functions call itself. It call itself. Let's take an example of, I have given another example of this. See here, this is a small program. So here I have written import date and time. What is date and time? This is a module from where we can show here date and time. Just like a math, from math you can display a square root, power, all mathematical function from math. Just like a first we need to write a import. Import is a keyword, and from also you can use import direct module name. I have written date and time. Here def, what is def? Def is a keyword here. Greet, greet is a function name, any name you can write here. Print hello. See here under, this is a terminated with the colon. Here print hello, and hello will be printed. And in a next print, today is, this is a, both are enclosed in a double quote, so these tests remain as it is. And date and time, what is date and time? This module I am calling here dot date and time. From this module I am showing here date and time dot now. What does now function? It show the current date and time. So it will show here, now function will display date and time. So both have a assign with the date and time here. Before calling a, before calling a greet, this I have written just text as a greet. This is a calling part. So whenever this is a declaration part, and this is called calling part here. Calling, after calling, say greet. So here nothing is written, only this part is written, but calling here. So both the parts are linked together. So it will work till the condition, whatever condition is true. So it will call itself. See here, when the greet function is called, this greet function is a call, control jump to the body of the greet function. It will automatically jump to the greet part. When I am using calling it, I am using call, automatically jump to this part. Here, see here, after executing the body of the greet function, control jump to the back to the point where the left of the resume the execution from there. It will resume the execution from there. So whenever we call the that declaration part here, so automatically jump to the that part. Both part are very important. Once declaration of function, another calling of function. So I'll hope this example will make you clear. So another example, you have done factorial program. So this I have tried to make it clear. So how it is a make a recursive. So here fact find, fact have a value which is a 5 is given here. So all these are 5 4 5 4 3 ja, and 3 2 ja, 2 1 ja. So here First, I have input it as a 5. Now 2 into 1, that become a 2. Here 3 into 2, that become a 6. 4 into 6, that become a 24. Now 5 into 24 or 24 into 5, that become a 120. This is the final output of factorial. If you are inputting 5, the factorial of 5 will become a 120. So these are the steps which become a, how it will become a recursive functions, just like a normal which program already you have done a factorial program. So see here. So now see the same previous example I have given you. This is a program. So here def is a keyword and factorial is a name of the functions, and is a, as previous I have shown you 5. Here fact equal 1. Fact is a variable which is assigned as a 1. Now I am using for loop. For I in. For is a repetition iteration. I is a counter variable. In is a membership operator. Here range specify beginning or ending. So here beginning with the 1 and ending with the stop point, that is a n plus 1. So here fact which is 1, now it is a multiplying with the I will till the work. So fact have a already 1, fact into equal I, fact multiply by I 1. So once first time, second time, third, fourth, fifth, 5 times it will multiply. Here print factorial of n is a fact. So this is a calling part. Before this you can input as a user. I have given here input command, input method I have used here. So this is a calling part, this is a declaration part ended with a colon, and here calling part. So here n equal int, n equal int. What is int here? Int is a inbuilt functions, but it convert whatever I am inputting here, that become a integer type. Input is a function which get the value by using this text. Here enter any number, this become a in a double quotes at, it will remain as it is over there. Now it is a calling factorial which is a calling here. So n, whatever n have a value will calling here. Now it will automatically shift to the this part, and this will multiply till the last condition will be true. See, I am sharing a another screen. So this is a demo, just demo I am giving you. See here, def is a keyword, sum is a variable, that is a function name. A and B both are a argument. Colon is a terminated with the definition, and c is another variable equal a plus b. Whatever a and b have a value will be added here, return c. Now x equal 10. Here there is a no value in a and b. Now with the difference variable, it assigning the value. X have a 10, y have a 50. So here print x and y to some department. Both the value will be sent to the sum department. From here it will transfer the value to the a and b sum. And second part, value of addition sum. This is a calling part. Sum is a calling here. X and a and b declare in a argument, but x and y will transfer to a and b. So here x and y, I am using x and y. It will not show error, because here a b, here x and y. So it will transfer the both the value to the these variables. Here I am using, you can write a b also. X and y both value will be added, and it will show the output. See. So now another. See here, same program I am using here. So factorial and fact. This is a body part. Fact multiply with the I. Print factorial. This is a, here it is calling with the input value. So when I am running this program, any number, just I am inputting a 5, it become a 120. You can run another value also, any value you can change here. So it is a recursive function, it is not a different than the other program, so it's call itself. So I am sharing another one. So see here, this is a default value with the function. See here, def is a function name, info is a def is a keyword, info is a function name here, name and age have a 15. I have given assign a value here in an argument 15. Now print name, name I am printing, print age, age I am not, no value is given in this part. This part no value is given. See here, this is a calling part. This is called calling part. This is a function declaration, function definition here. This is a calling part. Info I am calling here. Here I have given a name of the student Muskan here, age and info other I am calling again Huna this. When it will run, so default value will display. Whatever you are assigning a value to variable, just like a constant, literal, you have learned about that. What is constant and literal? It is a fixed value. Assigned to that variable, it will display the same. See this showing this output. So try small program by using functions, and recursion function is a not difficult, the same as it is, which is a you have done, but you have to declare with a function. So this is another example I am showing you. So here def is a keyword, add, for add functions a b I am giving an argument here, and c equal a plus b, print c. This is a small calculator you have done a normal program. I am using with the def. So def subtraction AB is given, C equal A minus B, print C. Now def multiply these function, this is a multiply and print. So this is for division, A and B, this is a division and print. So now I have to get the value as a input. See this part I have to get as a input, and now with the option I have to give a calculate if n equal 1. What is n here? Which I am getting here. N equal 1, add equal a plus b. Whatever you are getting in that will be added and printed here. And if n equal 2, n input. This is a choice. 1, 2, 3, 4 are given. N is a input which you will choice, input a choice. N equal 1 for addition a value. If n equal 2, 2 for a subtraction, it will subtract the value and assign to that. This is for division and multiplication. else 1 2 3 4. After 1 2 3 4, if you are inputting any other, so that will be invalid. See, I am running here. Run module. A, I have inputted as a 20. B, I have inputted as a 30. See here, this is a choice. This is a choice. I have inputted a 20 and second value I have inputted a 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 choice, 1 for addition, 2 for subtraction, division and multiplication. I am inputting a choice here 3. 3 here. See, it will be divided by the given number. So any value which you are assigning with the depth, that can be, you can create a menu bar also. Don't confuse what is function, how to create a, these are a small, just like a similar program, but you have to define with the def function. Normal program also you can do with the def. So here this we have done. Now built-in function that you know, which are inside a Python library. Just we need to call them, we need to use them whenever we have a requirement here. There is a predefined function in a Python and use as and when there is a need by simply calling them. For example, int. Just previous example I have given you. What is the use of int? Any text which you input by the input statement, that become a string. So we can convert that into a integer type and float type. String means that is a integer can be converted into a string. Min, smallest value, max, maximum value. All these built-in function you can use whenever you have a requirement in a program. Here module. What is module? Module is a part of the program that is just container of function, variables, constant, class in a separate file, which can be reused. Once you are declaring all about these, you can store in a file with the .py, but you can reuse again whenever you have a requirement. Then you can reuse module. You can create your own module also. Here we can import. How can we import module here? By using import statement or from statement. See, by using import statement, import module name, just like a mass is a module, so import mass. We can import all the modules. Also you can use from all function also, or selected one. Any all or selected one you can import from here. From module name, import function name. See here, from random. Random is a module name here. From is a keyword. Import rand int. From this module I am using this function. This is a member function of random. So you can use whole, import a whole module, or you can use particular module also. See, I am showing you here. import. So color is a different of import, mass. So imported it, there is a no error. So you can use here sqrt print sqrt square root function. From this any number you can give. So square root, I have to give another value here. So you can import a function. So whole function can be also import. Now we'll discuss about the user defined function. Function is a set of statement perform a specific task. So user defined function, previous I have given an example of that. So here def keyword function name, and this is a parameter variables which is enclosed in a normal bracket separated with comma, that is called parameter list. Here dot is r for a statement, print statement, for statement, any variable declaration you can use here, and def is a keyword. See here example, parameter are the values which are provided at the time of the function definition. See, these are a parameter. We require a function definition. Def function name, some underscore def, this is a function name. P and Q both are a variable separated with the comma. These are a different variable which is enclosed in a normal bracket, and function terminated with the column. Here add is a variable equal p plus q. Whatever p have a value with the added with the q, and in a add function def p minus q. Whatever they have a value will be minus here, subtract and return. So what do you mean by return here? Whenever you are using a numeric argument here, you must return that. So these are a numeric arguments we must add, and difference will be written here. So this is parameter. This is called parameter. So parameter is also called as a formal parameter or a formal argument. So parameter also without normal main is a function here directly it is using, not a user defined function. It is a main is a function which is with the inbuilt function also. So there is a no parameter, it is a empty. X have a 9, y have a 3. Both are a variables with a 9 and 3 value. And here x and y as a declare here different variable. A and B equal sum def x and y. So x will be assigned to A. What is the value of x? That is a 9. B will assign as a y. So these value assigning to as a def print sum a print sum def v. Main no return keyword because no arguments are given in a parameter, so it is a empty. So empty column is here. This program we have already discussed. I am giving a small demo of that. See here, this is a default. I am using default value here. Def is a keyword. Sum is a function name, user defined name. A is a variable name which is an argument as a parameter, comma b equals 60. B have a value. A is empty. Now C equal A plus B. Whatever A and B have a value will be added and written here. Now X, what is X here? X is a variable assigning to 10 value. Now its value will be transferred to A. Now print the value of X here, that is a 10. Now y is defining as a 50. 50 will be assigning to b. So here now y is printed. Now send x and y to the sum department. Both the value are we have to send to the sum department. This is a sum function. Both value will be transferred to this. And now z is another variable equal sum. I am calling here x and y. So normal whatever x and y value will be called here, and it will make a sum of that, and z equals sum x, only one variable x is printed here. Print z. See the running. See the output here. The value for x department is a 10, which is assigned to the x. Value of y, that is 50. Now it is transferred to the sum department. So now it become a 60 and it become a 70. So these are a predefined variables which is a fix with the calling arguments. So you can use such type of program. Don't confuse ki what is a default value, what is user defined functions. Just you can create your own variable that is a user defined. If you are fixing value with these variables, that is called default value. So here, so now we'll discuss about the Python support the following type of arguments, which are positional argument. What are positional arguments here? Positional means in which way you are declaring a variable, at the same way you have to assign there. You have to print there. So that is called positional arguments. And default argument means which is a default value that call. I have given a previous example, that is a default. And keywords argument means which you are using with the keywords. And variable length argument means that takes upon the variable length which value you are assigning. That is a best example I have given you. Factorial of, I have assigned as a n as a 5. So that is the length of the variable arguments. So here positional arguments, see the example of these are the arguments passed to the function in the correct position order. See, I have declared as a subtract a and b. First I have declared a, second I have declared a. The position does not change. So here print a, b. Whenever you are printing a minus b, so the position does not change, subtract. Means it is a positional arguments. So here subtract 100 minus 200 comma 200 means it doesn't mean ki this value will be minus by this. So whatever you are assigning a variable over here, that will work accordingly. So 200 doesn't minus 100. It will 100 minus 200 means that is a 100. So see another example. Here 150 comma 100 means A is assigned as a 150 and B is assigned as a 100. So output will be 50. So 50 is remaining there. So that will output will be 15. So this is called positional argument, means in which way you are declaring a variable and you are using in the same way. So default, that I have given you default recursion functions also, that is a for same example. Here I have given a def greet message name I have given a default value here, Muskan, and print hello name. Name will be print. Whatever I am assigning here, this will be not change, as it is remain as it is. This is a calling part. So whatever I have assigning in a name will be display here. Greet this. And default argument, that same I have given here. This is an example of that. Whatever I have assigned here, but I am trying to change it, it will not change. Keyword. See here, keyword also we can use here if the function containing a many arguments and we wish to specify some among them, then value of such parameters can be provided by using a name. So here def is a keyword, greet is a greet underscore message. This is a function name, name comma msg. These are a string variable. Print name comma msg, it is a printing here. This is a calling part, greet underscore same function. If you are writing again, that means that this is a calling. So here I am again calling greet underscore message, name equal Manveer, message hi. So here it will Manveer hi print. Output will be so. This is called keyword argument. See here, same previous one example. So passing array, list or a functions, you can also argument can be passed to the array or list. An array is a Python. An array in a Python are list that contain a mixed data types and can be passed as an argument to a function. So here def list underscore avg. This is a first. This is a argument name. L equal len. What is the use of len? It will take the length of this variable. Here sum equal 0. Some have a 0 value. Here iteration is using for I in first. It will work till the first. Sum plus equal I. Whatever I, it will work till the I. Return sum or I. So it will work accordingly. So there is a scope of variables also there. We have already discussed about the what is a scope means. We can declare variable with the globe and local scope. So scope means measuring of accessing a variable. See its limit of variable and consist of program. Generally there are two types of scope of variables are there. One is a global and one is a local. See, I'm giving example of your mobile phone. So your mobile one have a your international com. You can call any country, and one have a only local data. Your local phone call you can call with the city only. So that is the difference between global variable and local variable. Global variables are declared before the program start and can be used any part of the program. So global variables once you can declare in a top of the program before starting a program and can be called any part of the program, and local function within a limit, local limit only, local area, just like your where you stay, that is a local area. And global means all over the world. Just remember one thing. So here local variables are accessed throughout the program. Their scope is a global. And local variables are accessed within the program, within the function, within the module, and their scope is a local one. So see here, I have given a local and global example. So m is a global variable I am declaring before I am starting in the def functions. M equal 100. So I have assigned a value in m. This is a global variable. Before function I am declaring which variable that become a global. So here def is a keyword, add underscore def. This is a function we have done previously. X and y are a argument variable. Here both same program. I am calling this to here global m. What is the value of here? M 100. So now m equal m plus 10. What is the value of m? M is 100. 100 equal 100 plus 10. So that will be added in a that. Print m. Return add and if. Whatever this value will be changed with the global value. So this is called global variable declaration or global use. Once you are declaring this global variable can be used any part of the program. See, you have declared a one function here and another function. Any function you can call this variable for use. And now see the local part, def main. Def is a keyword, main is a function name here, which is a terminated with the colon. Now x equal 9, y equal 3. Both have a value, x and y. Here a, b. This is a previous example I have taken. Now I am using its limit will be the within this module only, this function only. You can't call them outside the another part or any parts. So these are used only within a function. So this is the difference between global and local. So here I'll discuss about the advantage of our recursion functions. Recursive functions make the code look clean and elegant, and a complex task, this big program, a complex task can be broken down into a simpler and smaller sub programs or subparts using a recursion, and it is not a different from a function, but it become a elegant and large program become a in a smaller subparts. Sequence generation is easier within the recursion than the using some nested iteration also. Sometimes logic behind a recursion is hard to follow through. Recursive calls are expensive, insufficient as they take up the lot of memory time, and recursive functions are hard to debug. These are a disadvantages of recursive functions. So this is a small example. I have written a recursive function program. Def factorial. Def is a keyword. Factorial is a user defined. N is a variable argument here. If n equal 1, return 1. This become a 1. Else what does n will be multiplied by calling part. This part will be calling here and return a value. Factorial we have already done. So Fibonacci series. So with the Fibonacci series, the normal program you have done with the Fibonacci series. So here declaration of Fibonacci series. If n equal 0, return 0. If n equal 1, return 1. Else this will be calling part with the plus. So I hope you'll understand this. Make this revision will make your doubt clear. Thank you. Some programs and these slides are given here. I am showing you.